All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining us this evening. My name is Austin Zuloff, Vice President of the North American Operations for Natura4Ever. We've got a treat for you guys tonight as well. Not only am I joined with a tremendous field leader that I'm going to introduce you to in just a moment, but I'm also joined by one of the owners of Natura4Ever, Mr. Jean-Michel, which you're going to hear towards the end of the Zoom. Hey, Jean-Michel, how are you doing this evening, my friend?
Yeah, fine. Thank you very much for your welcome. And I am very happy to be with you tonight.
We're very glad to have you. And it's 2 o'clock in the morning where you're at. So thank you so much. A very heartfelt thank you for staying up and getting on with us. For sure. Mm-hmm. All right. So ladies and gentlemen, I've got the distinct honor and privilege of sharing the vision of Natura4Ever with you all. These world-class, top-notch, category-creating products, as well as the opportunity behind them. But before I get into the information, before I get into any of that, I have to introduce you to a good friend of mine who's leading the charge in the field. He was almost 2 decades with a legacy company, multiple 7-figure-a-year income earner who retired from the field to train and coach. And him and I, we have a lot in common. That's one of the things we have in common. I can definitely relate to this gentleman. He's an excellent trainer, top recruiter, and it seems like everything that he touched turns to gold, and the people that he guides, definitely he's multiplied himself through them. So it brings me a great deal of pleasure to introduce to you my friend and the field leader in North America, Mr. Tim Edwards out of Dallas, Texas. Tim, how you doing this evening, my friend?
Doing good, man. How are you?
Best day of my life, brother. Just loving living.
Very cool. And glad to have Jean-Michel. I hope you had plenty of coffee since it's 2 a.m. there. Did you have a big espresso before you got on? Maybe not. I wanted to welcome everybody to this call tonight, special call, and I'm so excited. But I can tell you, I've been in the industry so long. Some of you guys probably before you were born, so I'm dating myself a little bit. But I can tell you, I've only been this excited one other time in my entire life in the business, and I've seen so many companies come to the table over the years. And we were taught in my original legacy company that until a company gets past 5 years, they're super risky. Only 1 in 100 makes it 5 years. And so, and I've seen thousands and thousands of companies come into the industry and go right back out. And so what you're looking at tonight is a 6-year-old company that's based in Europe that's going to be brand new here in North America. So the cool thing about that is it's got the foundation, that's ready to grow, but you've got the ground floor opportunity here. So the cool thing is, I love saying this, but for you guys to have the opportunity to have all of the U.S., Canada, and Mexico, a good portion of that under you because of your timing and your positioning, it's just a massive opportunity, and again, with a solid company. So I'm super excited about this, and I can't wait to work with you guys. So I'm going to throw it back to you, Austin, so we can focus on Jean-Michel.
Outstanding, outstanding. So yeah, timing and positioning definitely are exceptional. But it doesn't matter if you don't take action, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to give you 100% of the information, and you're going to get a rare treat, which is to hear from one of the owners of the company as well. So I'm going to go on and talk about the vision of the company, as well as the strategy for the first 60 days here in North America also. So I want to do that by just sharing my story and what attracted me to Natura4Ever. And I think to do that, I want to show you that some of the technology behind Natura4Ever is definitely very different from what you're used to. So the story for me was really interesting about the photobioreactor technology that they've patented. So a photobioreactor to me looks like a big fish tank, right? Where the left side is green and the right side is this neon purplish color, as you see here. So the green side is a type of blue-green algae called spirulina, which a lot of people are familiar with as the world's most perfect superfood. Now, the thing about that is spirulina not only gives you the nutrition that you need on a cellular level, like nothing else out there, but it's also like a sponge that soaks up heavy metals, pollutants from the air, toxins, pesticides. It soaks all that up. So yes, you are getting the world's most perfect superfood, but you're also getting microdosed with lots of toxins, okay? The one thing that really stood out with Natura4Ever is they found a way to grow this strain of spirulina in a closed and controlled environment. So you have this super ultra concentrated nutrition on a cellular level with none of the bad stuff, the toxins, the pesticides, the pollutants, the heavy metals. And you know what really stood out in addition to that is their philosophy of cellular health. And you know, I want to show you that real quick. There's 5 pillars of cellular health that they really focus on, which is the detoxification, the hydration, micronutrition, which we've talked about already, energization, which increases the level in which the cell and the energy circuits inside the cell are communicating. And of course, the last is the communication. And so those 5 pillars of cellular health is what the whole concept of Natura4Ever is all about. And going back to this photobioreactor, if you look on the left-hand side, that's how typically blue-green algae is harvested, either in a lake, which is a very open and not controlled environment, or in those basins. And so that was something that I thought was very interesting. That's our Natura green product, is the spirulina. Natura blue is something even more fascinating to me. So around the cell wall of blue-green algae is a blue protein called phycocyanin. Phycocyanin is this super antioxidant that just boosts your immune system through the roof, so you just feel bulletproof whenever you have it in you, right? And it just drops oxidative stress through the floor, you know, the stuff that causes inflammation, disease, illness, aging, all the bad stuff, right? It drops that through the floor. And so you can find phycocyanin outside of Natura4Ever. It's not exclusive to us. Typically for about 75 milligrams of phycocyanin, you're looking to pay around $200. Now, there's 75 milligrams in one serving of Natura Blue Limitless. Now, this is not $200 a day. It's less than $40 a month, guys. It's almost unfair how Natura4Ever has cornered the market with photobioreactor technology and with the story of phycocyanin in a way that no one else on the planet is doing. Okay, so as if that weren't enough, we also have Natura Gold, which is a curcumin product with ginger and water-soluble turmeric, as well as quercetin, which is incredible for digestive health. It also has super immune boosting properties, and it's an incredible anti-inflammatory. Okay, so for those of you all that have anything that inflammation is causing in your body, just know that you're going to be really hard pressed, whether it's a pharmaceutical drug or it's anything whatsoever, to find something that has the anti-inflammatory properties of the Natura Gold, which is obviously all natural. I basically told you every single ingredient that's in it already. Really good stuff. Now, in addition, we have a krill product, which krill has been found to be one of the best sources of omega-3 in the world, right? And so it's incredible for your joints, great for your brain. That's why I take a double dose every night before I go to bed. And it's really, really good for your heart as well. So, and then to top it all off, we have the Natura Blue Limitless, which is an energy product made from 1,000 flower honey and concentrated phycocyanin. It tastes absolutely incredible. If you've ever had Manuka honey, it's basically like a Manuka honey stick is what it tastes like. It's incredible. I love it. I really look forward to the middle of the day. That's whenever I dose myself with that stuff and wish I could have more, right? I wish I could just eat it with a spoon. It's really, really, my mouth's watering. Every time I talk about it, my mouth starts watering. That's how you know it's really, really good. So with me, I've noticed an increase in mental clarity, tons of energy, stamina like I've never had in my entire life. I have noticed that since I started using the Natura Gold, my digestive health, my bloat has went down, and I have an issue with my elbow. If you heard it popped twice. You know, I used to be in the gym all the time. My elbows are just jacked up, right? And I've noticed that it's not even noticeable now, whereas before I used to have to wear those like icy hot sleeves every once in a while. But I haven't had that issue one time, not once, since I started taking the Natura Gold. So there's lots and lots of value in these biotechnologies. I really can't stress it enough. You have to try it yourself, really. Now, let me touch briefly on the compensation structure. So the comp plan is what's called a binary comp plan. Fun fact about binaries is binary comp plans have created more millionaires than any other form of compensation structure in the entire network marketing profession. That's pretty well known amongst network marketing pros, but I've never seen a comp plan that had 10 generations of check match. The last company I was in had 5, and it started at 5% and went down 4, 3, 2, 1. This company starts at 25% when you attain the rank of silver, and then goes 10%, 10%, and it goes down 10 generations. That's insane. That is, I was doing some numbers with someone earlier today, and it's just, it's hard to wrap your mind around. And then they have an incredible customer acquisition program where you get paid twice for customers. You get an upfront commission, the difference between wholesale and retail, and you get volume in the binary. They've got car bonuses. They've got one-time cash bonuses that go up to $500,000, right, when you attain certain ranks. I mean, they've just got so many ways that they pay their distributors, and they could easily charge they could easily charge twice as much for each one of the products, and it would still be an incredible value. Matter of fact, anyone else out there that has any sort of blue-green algae products, you're looking at least twice as much and not even half of the quality of any of them. Okay, so I've touched on the products, the comp plan, and it's important that you know that they also spent over $70 million on their facilities in Spain. And with this company being based out of Luxembourg, their quality control and their specifications for food and supplements are among the best in the world, y'all. I mean, we've got something really, really special right here with the product line, with the corporate team. You're going to get to hear from one of them here in just a moment. But I just want to real quickly touch on the strategy we're using for the first 60 days. Okay, so it is a European company, you know, based out of Luxembourg. So what you'll notice right now for the month of April, which we just started allowing people to sign up and get positioned April 1st. So this was this last Wednesday. All right, we just started letting people get signed up, but we're letting everyone know the month of April, we're working with corporate to help convert the English side of the website, back office and everything, over to an American website, right? So some of the stuff is still in euros. Some of it's still in French in the back office. We found one thing that was still in French. The comp plan is still in euros. And so the month of April is for leaders. You can invite 1 or 2 people, position your people, that sort of thing, but understand that we're getting in earlier than early. And May 1st, we're going to start the whisper launch, which means the leaders will be positioned, the people that are going to lead the field in the company, they can bring in their networks, that sort of thing, will be more Americanized and ready for the North American market. We'll whisper launch for 2 to 4 weeks, and then we'll move into a pre-launch, which means it'll be open to everybody, and we're going to be just loud and obnoxious about it, right? Because we have something that the whole world needs now more than ever. And honestly, it's selfish of us if we don't do everything we can to get these biotechnologies into the households, into the families right now, because people need it now more than ever. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to real quickly. Oh, and by the way, you're probably thinking it's like $1,000 or $2,000 to join or something crazy. It's not. Each one of the products are less than $40 a month. And to get started, it's either $200, $400, or $800. No big deal, right? So they wanted to make sure that everybody that wanted these biotechnologies in their system for them and their family could afford to do it. All right. So what I want to do is I want to go ahead and introduce you to one of the owners of Natura4Ever. He's very experienced in the field. He's been a phenomenal gentleman and just worked tirelessly with myself and with Tim. Ever since I met Jean-Michel, he's been somebody that he's definitely a servant leader. He knows what it takes to make it in the field and at corporate because he's done it both ways. So it brings me a great deal of pleasure to open the floor up and introduce you to our CEO, one of the owners of the company, and my very good friend, Mr. Jean-Michel out of Luxembourg. Jean-Michel, the call is yours, my friend. And we got to unmute you. Let's see.
Thank you very much, Austin. So it was a very good presentation of the product and of the spiruline and the photobioreactors, because it's the main the photobioreactors is very important for us and for our products. So I am very happy to be with you tonight, because this is the first Zoom we do for US, and it's very important. This is the beginning, and we need to start one day, and this is this day. So I am the CEO of Natura4Ever. So we created this company 6 years ago, and I want to present you. He's not here, but I want to present you Eric Masson, who is the chairman of the company, and he's like my big brother because he has a great experience of network marketing. And he discovered network marketing 30 years ago. And so he was distributor, and the first thing he did is to learn. And it's very important to learn. And when he understood with the system, everything, so he started to increase his sales and his revenue, and he became a big leader. He reached the diamond qualification very quickly, and he was very good as distributor. So one day he decided to go to Russia and to create a company. Now this is a big company in Russia. This is the biggest company of network marketing in Russia, and he started this company with nothing, and he didn't know the Russian language, and he created a big company in Russia. So when you have a dream, you can do a lot of things. So this person came in France and in Luxembourg. So Eric was my neighbor, and he sold his shares of the Russian company, and he took a retirement during 10 years. So he was playing golf, he was traveling, but for him, after 10 years, it was very boring. And 6 years ago, he asked me, do you want to create a new company with me? So I said immediately yes, because I know everything he did in the past, he has success. So he had success. So I was sure that create a company with him will be a big and very nice adventure. So we started the Natura4Ever in 2014 with nothing, with only one product, a little office, and we was 3 persons in the office to manage the company. And we day by day and year by year, the network increased. And after 6 years, we were surprised to see in the website Business for Home to be in the 300 best companies in the world. So it was a very big surprise for us. But so I know that Eric has a vision. He was a distributor. He knows the distributors, and he knows what the distributor needs. So it's very important to have Eric Masson as a chairman. So since 2 years now, we have also Jimmy Wan as vice president in the company, and he do a lot for the company. He manage all the operations in Europe, and so he is very important in the company too. And we have the rest of the staff also in the company in Luxembourg. But for the moment, there is a special crisis, and everybody works at home because we need to be at home. But we have a good team to develop the business, to develop all the products. And so this is very important for us to create around the concept of the, like you said, the cellular health, and to develop a lot of products who can help to reinforce the immune system and to be more strong in your life, and to have a long life with no disease if possible. So it's very important to have a high quality of the products, and this is the reason we invest a lot for the photo directors to have the very high quality of raw materials. So you explain all the products we have in the company. In US, for the moment, we have only five products, but soon we will have more products, of course. So we need to start. Like I said, in Europe, we started only with one product. You have the chance to start with 5 products. So, but okay, after 6 years, we developed mainly in Europe, mainly in France, and so now we are ready to go outside Europe. This is the reason it's important to promote our products everywhere in the world. In US, of course, because everybody needs our products. It's very important to have a good health. So you know the spirulina is a great food because there is all the nutrients the body needs to have, and the phycocyanin. So I take this product every day because it's very important. Since I take it, I have nothing. I have no disease. I feel more strong, so it's very important. And the athletes also feels the benefit of the phycocyanin because they can improve their performance because the phycocyanin can transform your lactate into energy. So it's very important for them because they have more recuperation and they can improve their performance. So we have a lot of sport people who do the Olympic Games, who are World Championship, and who take our products. So it's because they feel the effect on their body. So it's very important to have a good product. It's very important also to have a good marketing plan because distributor appreciate to have commissions with their sales. So we also do a focus on the clients because it's very important to have clients. So this is a reason we recently create a privilege customers. That means they can buy with some reduction, some discounts, and to have some advantage if they buy as privileged clients. So we are very happy to start in US because we think it will be a great market. There is not so much companies from Europe going in US. I don't know a French company in US. Maybe there is no company, but we are very happy to start in this country because I think we can develop a great market, and we are happy also to have Austin with us because he has a great experience as distributor also, but also as a trainer, and it's very important for us to have the K-man who can represent the company, and so I am sure we can. So we are in the beginning, but maybe in a few months or in a few years, we will think about the beginning, and I hope we can pass good time together in big events, in different incentive. So we have so much to do, but we need to start one day, and this is the day. So I am very happy to be with you, and the network will grow every day and every years, every month, and so we are a few leaders in this Zoom, but soon I am sure we will be more and more and more.
Outstanding. I really appreciate you taking the time, Jean-Michel. And I've actually got 2 people that have messaged me since we've been on here. I just messaged Tim. I've got 2 people that have messaged me saying they want to get started tonight. So I really appreciate you very much. Love that you share the vision. By the way, I've been practicing my French. Tell me if I nail it. Bonjour, je m'appelle Austin Zulov. Je suis enchanté de vous rencontrer. Is that good?
That's perfect.
Perfect?
I am sure it's more perfect than my English.
Hey, you know, I aim to please. By the end of this year, me and you are going to be talking fluently in French. I'm looking forward to it. So,
Okay.
thank you
Great.
so much. So, guys, you know, you've heard from Tim, you've heard from myself, you've heard from Jean-Michel. We've got something that's undeniably and irrefutably just world-class and valuable that you can bring to your networks, that you can put in your body, that can protect you, and that can do a lot for you. You know, it gives you a lot of value, a whole lot of value. So make sure that you get back with the person that invited you to check this out. They thought enough of you not to prejudge you and get you in front of something they're very excited about, and so are we, and rightfully so. I'm about to open it up for Q&A here in a minute, but I'm going to stop the recording first. But let that person that know who invited you here how you feel, what kind of questions you are, what kind of questions you have. And if you've already made the decision to get started with Natura4Ever, either as a customer or a business partner, let me be the first person to welcome you home. Thanks.